I just have a little bit of a question. What if you could hear voices? Well, I don't mean like hear voices, but I mean, what if you could hear your own thoughts in your head? Now I know there's times where like you're somewhere, you're doing something, whatever, and you hear thoughts in your head, but I mean, really, it's just yourself, like you're telling yourself, kind of like a verbal note, like you tell yourself something to remember later on. That's not what I mean though. I mean, what if you could actually hear your own voice in your head? Kind of like, you know when you're sick and you can hear your own voice like echoing in your head? It's kind of like if you close your ears and you just hear it echoing. Yeah, kind of like that. Like how bad would that conflict with your everyday life? Imagine that. Imagine like you're out with a friend or whatever, you go see a movie or whatever it might be, and then you talk about it. You talk about your day, and while you're talking to your friend, you're like, yeah, the movie was so good, wasn't it? Oh my god, that part when she like jumps off the wall, oh my god, it was so crazy. Remember that part when the car just like right off the bridge, goes down like what, 30 feet or something, boom, collapses. And then while you're saying that, your inner voice, we'll call it, is saying, oh my god, I'm so hungry. Now, yeah, like we all have that inner voice, right? Where like wherever we are and we're hungry or we're thinking about something, whatever, and it comes to your mind. So in your mind, you're thinking about it, right? And then that's when you verbalize and you say, hey, I'm hungry. But what if it was like so much of a distraction that you literally heard your voice in your head, your own voice in your head? But then it's kind of weird because it's your voice, but then it's almost like your mind has a mind of its own, because it's you talking in your mind, in your head, it's you talking, but it's saying, the voice, your voice, is saying whatever it wants. Like here's the question, would you acknowledge it? Would you acknowledge the fact that you're hearing your voice in your head talking to you? Like imagine, like when you're with your like family or your friends or something, would you actually pause and then say, oh, I'm sorry, I was hearing my voice, you know, the voice that I hear, my own voice? I was hearing my voice again, and, well, hold on. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. You know, so in your own voice, like you start having a conversation with yourself. Obviously, that is the definition of being crazy. So then maybe you wouldn't tell anyone, because if you would tell people, then, well, you would just be known as crazy. So then that kind of brings up the next question. What if the person right next to you or right in front of you hears their own voice in their head, except they're not gonna tell you, because if they tell you, then what does that mean? You're just gonna be like, well, you're crazy. What's wrong with you? It's not normal. And no, trust me, I don't hear my own voice in my head, okay? I mean, I would say it, or do I, actually? I might, I probably do, actually. I don't, but I mean, if I did, this would be the time to tell you. So, there's something I have to tell you. This was kind of, you know, like an easy break-in of, you know, a way to tell you. But yeah, there's something I have to tell you. It's kind of hard for me to say, but see, when I was little, I had a goldfish, and to your surprise, his name was Goldie. I know. How did I come up with that name, right? Anyways, we're about to get kind of dark right now, and you know, the mood is about to come way down. So like, I'm kind of sorry for that. But anyways, back to the story. I had a goldfish when I was little. His name was Goldie. I loved him. He treated me well. And when I say he treated me well, I mean like he just stood in the aquarium and just didn't complain, I guess. I mean, not that he could, because even if he did, I wouldn't even know. But anyways, I had him. He was good. I had him for, you know, I don't know, what, a couple months or whatever. Well, here's the thing. He passed away. When he did, I took it hard. Me and him kind of created a bond together, you know, an unstoppable, inseparable bond. It's kind of ironic because as I said, inseparable bond, my hands weren't even, you know, intact. But anyways, let me do that again. It was hard. We had a bond. An inseparable bond that you just couldn't break. Well, here's the thing. My parents would let me feed Fishy? That wasn't his name. Let's not get him confused with another fishy I had. Alright, things just got awkward. Telling the story about Goldie, and then I talk about Fishy, which was another one. But anyways, with all due respect to Goldie, me and Goldie were like this. Wait, that's not really like that. I don't know what that was. That was like sad, is what that was. Imagine you have a friend and you're like, yeah, we're so close, and then you do this, you pop up with this. Like, what is that? It's like, okay, so we're like enemies or something? So we're you know, we're just two people on Earth then, or what? Anyways, sorry, when I think about Goldie, I just get a little bit emotional. And oh my gosh, you know, it's hard. It is hard to go day to day. It's hard because he you know, he would float around there in his aquarium, and I don't know where I'm going with this. The point is, when I was little, my mom and dad parents, they would let me feed him, right? Here's the thing. If you have like a kid in the house, and that kid owns a goldfish, don't let him feed the goldfish, okay? And I'm not saying this in a bad way, but here's the thing. When you're a kid, and when I say when you're a kid, I mean like, sorry, I know there was a little hop right there, but anyways, when you're a kid, you're just going for it, okay? That's what I'm saying. You're just going for it. You're gonna open up the can of food, and you're just gonna pour. Now here's the thing. Goldfish, I learned, can overeat. And they will overeat. And when they do, God, they pass away. I didn't know that, and no one explained that to me. So, one day I woke up, and Goldie was doing this. You might be thinking, what's this? Well, let me explain to you. Here's the aquarium. Here's a fish, right? A good, live, healthy fish. You know, floating around and doing its thing, you know, whatever. Floating around, okay? That's it. You know, you get the point. That's what the fish does, all right? Swims around in the aquarium, okay? Well, this was Goldie. Do you get the point? Do you get the idea now? He was just floating on the top of the water. That's it. He was just there floating, okay? That's it. He was just floating slowly in the water. Just there. Like literally just there. And in my head, I kind of just thought, why did he die? Like what happened to him? And then my mom tells me, oh, it's okay, don't worry. Goldfish die, you know, they don't last forever. They have their time and then they go. No, yeah, they have their time and then they go, but no, it wasn't his time. He was overfed. That's what it was. He didn't have his time. He wasn't even old. He was like, I don't know. He was actually kind of old. But I mean, that wasn't the case. He just, I fed him like half the jar. I mean, come on now. Like, fish aren't like other animals. That's what I'm saying. If you have a kid that's like 4 or 5 or something, don't let them feed them. Because like, just put it this way. If you feed a dog or a cat, they'll eat, right? Like you could pour all the food you want in their food dish, but they're only gonna eat so much. Like they stop when they're full, right? Like they just stop, so it doesn't matter. You can give them as much as you want because they're only gonna eat as much as they want until you know, later on. But with fish, it's not like that. A goldfish will literally just eat. I mean, at least mine did. So either goldfish just eat an unlimited supply of food without even like knowing that they're gonna, you know, have some pretty severe consequences if they don't stop, or it was just my goldfish, Goldie, that was just kind of, you know, he didn't know how to be an actual, like a normal goldfish, so then he just like, you know, kept doing the whole